Marco Asensio has been offered to Arsenal because he has refused to sign or extend his contract at Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are really opting out to sell him before his contract runs down. Then we are talking William Saliba contract, fear and update in the Youri Tielemans. People around the corners of Arsenal are really worried, but some are really telling us that they know that Arsenal has gone ahead to sign close to players, very many players on the deadline day, and they really believe that Arsenal is going to go in and really sign in these players again today. Remember, Thomas Partey was signed on the deadline day. Obviously, Tommy Yasu last season was signed on the deadline day, and they 100% believe that they are going to go on and put in a shift and land the deal of Youri Tielemans. Welcome to you, Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from, guys? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel, guys, because if you don't subscribe, you will miss out. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. And all right, let's roll the ball. Let's set the ball rolling, because you guys are really the ones who really make us what we are in the for you. But remember, we are at 6,200 subscribers. We want to end this month with 7,000 subscribers. 800 subscribers less. Obviously, I know you guys, I trust you can make it, and you can really let me and give me a big push to where I deserve to be. All right, let's get into the Marco Asensio deal in here onto Rokani Media. Now, we've been told by Marca, and when you hear something coming in from Marca is like an outlet of Madrid. Everything they say about Real Madrid, it happens. It happens. Obviously, they've broken very many stories. I've been telling people that when I was young, I think it was 2005, when David Beckham crossed from Manchester United to join Real Madrid. Was it 2003? 2005. I think it was between 2003 and 2005 when David Beckham quit United and went to Real Madrid. Marca broke this story that David Beckham is going to join Manchester United after falling out with Sir Alex Ferguson like 3 months before this deal happened. And this is how close and intact Marca is. When they say a deal is done, obviously, the team of Real Madrid, the PR team, has already given them the info that we've gone here to get this deal done. So, several clubs have reportedly made offers for Marco Asensio. They are waiting his answer. So, that is a team which goes by the names of Real Madrid, trying to go in and really sell Marco Asensio. And several clubs have come in through and really offered what we call offers to Marcos Alonso, of course, 26 years of age. He's a very brilliant player, and Arsenal would be one of those teams that would be wanting his services, as we are being told in the media right now. And when Marcos says something from Madrid, obviously take it with a lot of concern. Now, and even Mundo Deportivo, also from Spain, they've told us that Arsenal and Manchester United are interested in signing Marco Asensio from Real Madrid. The player has a year left on his contract. So far, Madrid haven't received any formal offers to sign Marcos Asensio. So, United and Arsenal back at this. It looks like Arsenal and United have been having similarity in the players they wanted to really get this summer. Guess what? Lisandro Martinez, Arsenal wanted him and went to Manchester United. Youri Tielemans, United wants him, but the player wants to go to Arsenal. Now Marco Asensio, United interested and Arsenal interested. Then there is another player. Who else? That Arsenal and United are up to. Even Pedro Neto, I've heard that United are really seeing him as an alternative for Anthony in there for you. Then which other player? There are very many players that Yeremy Pino, the right winger who plays for Villarreal, he's seen as a very good player for Manchester United and Arsenal. So even Leroy Sen, Arsenal and Manchester United, we are linked to both. We are linked to that player. Both teams are linked to that player. So I really believe that there is a mutual interest in this player in the for you. But talking particularly Arsenal, why do they need Marco Asensio? Obviously, Pedro Neto is being priced out of the move. 50 to 60 million pounds is what Wolverhampton Wanderers want. I've told you a story in the morning that the player is determined to go in and play for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. You know that very well. He's determined. He's a supporter of Arsenal. He loves Mikel Arteta. And obviously, they want to bring in Pedro Neto. But Pedro Neto and Wolves are really known in bad terms. But the player wants to go to Arsenal. But Wolverhampton Wanderers is telling Arsenal, get us 50 million pounds. And Arsenal is valuing Pedro Neto at 35 million pounds. Trust me, Wolves sell expensively. You know the players they've sold. One is Diego Jota, 45 million pounds from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Liverpool. That is Diego Jota. So I 100% believe this deal will come to happening. I know that. But obviously at a cost that a team which goes by the names of Arsenal will agree with Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Arsenal are looking at Marc Asensio as an alternative for Pedro Neto. To me, as Rokani, though I don't support Arsenal, I would choose Marco Asensio over Pedro Neto. Why? The experience he comes with, the winning mentality he comes with. He has been at Real Madrid. He has won 5 Champions League trophies, and very many other trophies. So he comes in with a different mentality that most of the players of Arsenal don't have, apart from Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. So when you add the winning mentality of Marco Asensio to that of a player who goes by names of Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko, obviously you see to it that you're really having leaders. But I really believe that the fear that Mikel Arteta is having is getting in players who are not respectful to him. He's really afraid, I think, of Marco Asensio because he doesn't know his discipline history, and he might come in and really do the Aubameyang stuff. You get? But we've never heard bad stories about him, like we heard about Rabiot and his mother. So I really believe that he might have a clean record that Mikel Arteta would love, and they would say, all right, let's get him in, and we'll get in Pedro Neto maybe next time. The reason as why Pedro Neto is expensive, he still has close to 3, is it 5? 5 years on his contract. His contract expires in 2027. That's why he's sold expensively, and Arsenal have been really picking interest in a player who goes by names of Marco Asensio in there at a side which goes by names of Real Madrid. Then Marc Asensio's refusal to sign a new contract extension at Real Madrid has angered Florentino Perez so much, he has reportedly told Carlo Ancelotti not to play him under any circumstances. So, obviously, Perez is saying, why should we play a player, or why should you field a player on a field of play wearing a jersey of Real Madrid who doesn't want to be here? You get? But the problem is simple. The money that Marc Asensio wants to really extend his contract at Real Madrid, Perez is not offering it to him. Obviously, he sees this as one of his last big contracts because he's 26 years of age. If he goes to a team, they can offer him a huge salary of like £250,000 a week, something that Madrid doesn't want even to come near to. So that's the problem. And after Ancelotti was told that, please don't play that player, and this is what he said today, and it has been quoted by Fabrizio Romano. He has told Movistar Football that I think Asensio is looking to see if he can leave Real Madrid. If he doesn't leave in September, he will be 100% Real Madrid and my player. So it looks like Madrid knows that Asensio wants to leave, and obviously it's okay. Now, this story contradicts a story that came in earlier when I was really following the story of Casemiro to Manchester United. A story came out indicating that the players of Real Madrid were told that if at all you want to leave, you can leave. But how come that Perez is telling Ancelotti not to play this player when the player is wanting to go out? Meaning that even they never wanted to let Casemiro go, but because Casemiro really came in, United had given him a very big offer and they're getting in good money, and Casemiro made a request. Obviously it happened. But this time round, it's Marc Asensio who wants to start Real Madrid, but Real Madrid doesn't want to give him the money he wants to renew or to extend his contract at Real Madrid. So that is it with Marco Asensio, and obviously expect lots of things to happen on that deal because it looks like he's having very many teams in need of his services. Trust me, his ideal destination, I think, is going to be the Premier League because teams like Newcastle, Manchester United, Arsenal are going to be busy on the deadline day. They're going to be busy on the deadline day. Trust me, in between Monday and Thursday, you are going to see very many ridiculous and unridiculous deals happening in these next days that are going to happen. Ishak has come to Newcastle. Lucas Paqueta is going to Fulham. Sorry, he's going to West Ham. Which other players sign? Very many players are really crossing side and side. So we are waiting to see how this deal of Marcos Asensio really ends up. But I know it's really going to develop in the coming days because he's not willing to renew his contract or extend his contract at a team which goes by the names of Barcelona. in here onto Rokani Media Football. Now, we're having a story coming in from Kaya Nyak. He's an Arsenal writer on Football London. Now, he has lots of things to say about Youri Tielemans, and he's one of those players, one of those journalists that are close to the club of Arsenal. He's telling us that I certainly wouldn't rule it out, as Arsenal have shown they are capable of completing moves late in the window. Also, it's worth noting that in both causes, the Gunners have been scouting players for some time, and much of the groundwork has been already done. So he is not ruling out a move for Youri Tielemans, but he's worried because he knows that the groundwork has already been done. And second, these players in the Premier League, if Arsenal manage to sign players like Tomiyasu who are in Italy, and it's hard for them to get a visa in England, obviously, and they made it happen. The same applied to Thomas Partey on the deadline day. How don't they sign Youri Tielemans? Obviously, that shows that they can go in and really land the signing of Youri Tielemans. Then he went ahead to say that take the Youri Tielemans deal, for example. I wouldn't say it's a certainty, but I would definitely say it's possible. So when you see people close to Arsenal coming out and telling you the deal is possible, obviously it's possible, because Leicester, however much they want lots of money from this player, they're not going to get it. They aren't going to get that money, because Arsenal, even at 35 million pounds, they really believe that the player is expensive, and Arsenal want to offer 25. And Leicester is saying we're not taking that money, and the player is saying I'm not extending my contract. Obviously, one of them has to give in. And if none of them gives in, obviously Tielemans will benefit. He'll play the rest of his year at Leicester City and will obviously cross to Arsenal as a free agent next summer, or in January as a free agent in the face. So that is Kaya Nyak in the for you. Is it Kainak in the for you? He's an Arsenal reporter or Arsenal correspondent at the Football London. He's telling us that definitely he sees the deal of Tielemans to Arsenal as a deal that is 100% possible. So the possibility of Youri Tielemans joining Arsenal is really still up there, and hope is still rising in there for you. Now, there is something that is really bobbing many Arsenal fans all over the world and Mikel Arteta, and they've given them another reason to worry about William Saliba. William Saliba is one of those players I really rate highly at Arsenal. Young, confident, tenacious, good on the ball. He does the clean and dirty work. I like him. He's hard, you get? And he's good, talented young man. So, the same guy, Kaya Nak, has told us that I would say at this point in time, things are looking positive. William Saliba has already enjoyed his start to life in North London, and the incredible reception he's received from the fans has certainly helped that. Obviously, every match I've seen fans of Arsenal create a new song for William Saliba. Every game. Then he has gone ahead to let us know that as far as his contract goes, with each passing game and impressive performance, Saliba improves his negotiating stance as talks progress. He also improves his chances of going to the World Cup with France, where Les Blues are among the favorites. Obviously, the favorites, some of the favorite team to win the World Cup this season. And then he has told us that if Arsenal are smart, they'll try to get an extension sorted before that, as being a World Cup winning defender who is a regular at Arsenal would mean Saliba would rightly demand some very huge wages. So Kaya is trying to give us a narrative of why Arsenal should really tie William Saliba on a longer contract, because he's left with 2 years on his contract. And he has really based his argument on the World Cup, that if at all he goes to the World Cup and plays for France, and France defends the World Cup and wins it, then it's going to be hard for Arsenal to offer him a deal that is really less than £200,000 a week, which would be an expensive one. And I really believe that the agent of William Saliba is doing this to really create space of negotiation, because he really believes that they can get a better deal. And obviously, with 3 years left on his contract, to put Arsenal on pressure, play well this season, playing the World Cup, and obviously Arsenal will dance to your tunes because they wouldn't like to lose a player like William Saliba, and they'll go ahead and retell them, all right, we are getting you the money that you want. And obviously Arsenal won't allow teams like Real Madrid to come in through because Barcelona was one of the teams that had scouted William Saliba. You know that very well. Barcelona had scouted William Saliba, but Arsenal said no to the deal. So, Arsenal are really being advised to go on and tie Saliba on a longer contract. Obviously, they're working on it, but William Saliba and his agent are really working hard to see to it that they really get the deal that they want. And obviously, they are playing the L game, or you call it the long game, because sometimes you call it the long game, and they want to really get in the monies that they want. So, as things stand, Arsenal are really doing great, and they're renegotiating with William Saliba, and they've been told that they should hurry up to tie him on a new contract. And he told us that I certainly wouldn't rule it out, as Arsenal have shown they're capable of completing moves. Obviously, this is about Youri Tielemans, but this has been all about a man who goes by the name of William Saliba, who Arsenal needs to tie on a longer contract, because right now, the entire eyes of big teams, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, are really eyeing this man. And I know the interest of such teams can really cause a lot of havoc. And now I will believe Arsenal will go in and tie him in a longer contract, and he will dance. Arsenal will dance to the tunes of the agent of Saliba and Saliba himself, because they need him. Trust me, he has fitted into the central defense partnership of Arsenal with Magalhaes like a glove. Who doubts him? Two clean sheets kept, 3 games won, 2 goals conceded. One is an own goal from William Saliba, but obviously he's still the main man into that central defense alongside Gabriel Magalhaes. And guess what? Saliba won the man of the match for the first game he played for Arsenal, especially the competitive game in the Premier League against Crystal Palace, a game that Arsenal won by 2-0, and Saliba really closed down everyone in the attack of a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace. Eze, Winfred Zaha, Mateta, Eduardo, who else? Ayew, they all faced the wrath of the Rock of the central defense of Arsenal. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section. Tell him what you think about Mark Asensio to Arsenal. Saliba update about his contract. Arsenal advised to go in and really offer him a contract before he really goes to the World Cup, because when he goes to the World Cup and plays very well, obviously, he's going to come up and he's going to really have a very big, huge bargaining power. That is a team which goes by names of Arsenal and Saliba. Then, Youri Tielemans, Kayak telling us that he really believes the deal is going to happen. The possibility of the deal is high. He expects this to go on and happen as soon as possible. So, your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. Obviously, Arsenal is playing a team which goes by the names of Fulham tomorrow at 19:30 hours. That is at the Emirates. Second game at the Emirates. The first game they played at the Emirates, they won Leicester City by 4-2. But obviously, the threat is all about, guys, I've not done this much. I've not done the preview. I've just reminded, oh my God, I've not done the preview of Arsenal versus, I've not done the preview of Arsenal versus Fulham. Oh my God. How did it get past my head? Guys, I'm sorry. Let me work upon it. I think it's going to be the last video on this channel, guys. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I have to do it. I have to do it. After this video, I'm going to record it and upload it. But to get you a little bit, a snippet about that, about the game Arsenal is playing tomorrow, it's all about Arsenal being aggressive and winning all the aerial duels. Mitrovic is really that one kind of player whose ability lies so much on his head. If at all William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes win all the aerial duels, trust me, Arsenal will keep a clean sheet. And I will believe that that's the only threat they're having, because they can close the rest of the teams down. But Mitrovic, because a cross can come from anywhere. A cross can come at the center line. A cross can come in from the wide left area, or the wide right area, or the central axis. You get? So, that's what I had for you. Rokani David is my name. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later, but thank you for the love, guys. You guys, you are really amazing. I'm enjoying everything you do for me, and I really love you, and I promise not to let you down. And guys, subscribe, and let this story have close to 1,000 likes, and let's keep rolling on Rokani Media Football. I'm out.